everybody, I'm Bridget and I'm going to show you one of my favorite projects, and it's a dollhouse treehouse that I built with some cardboard I had laying around and some air dry clay. You're going to love this project. I loved building it so much that I think I'm going to make another one, but let me show you how I built it and tell me what you think after the video. Okay, so first we're going to start out with a wood log base and just some cardboard. This was moving boxes I had laying around, and I had curled it and folded it, and now it looks like it's turning into a tree with a lot of hot glue. But I cut a bunch of different pieces and layered them and then glued them, just kept gluing them. And we have some tree branches from the craft store. Some of them had leaves and some didn't, but I'm gonna add some air dry clay so that they look really cool afterward. So this process kind of took me a whole entire day. It's just this unique 4-level tree with a lot of folded pieces to look like different layers. And you can see that was an eBay box. That's what the bottom looks like when I started adding paper clay. Paper clay is one of my favorite clays, and it does dry, but check this out. This is the size of the house. It's a 1/2-inch scale house, and it's about 2 to 3 feet tall. But just the structure right here, I'm standing next to it. But next, I'm gonna show you how I completed it. So let's move on. Okay, now these are really cool little branches that I bought. I think it was one of the craft stores, and they looked a little bit fuzzy, but the colors are so pretty. And this was actually a little frame. It was like a birdhouse frame. So that was a window. I put a lot of this foliage, so much of it, I think it was like 20 handfuls of it. And I finally started adding a different kind of clay, a little bit heavier. It's the air dry clay DOS in black. They also sell it in, I think it's white, black, and a pink color, so you could texture it with a paintbrush. And this one, you don't have to worry about it. It dries overnight, but it is heavier than the paper clay. So this is the white colored version because that's all I had, and I had to go back to the store and buy a lot of packets of this. I probably used 20 to 25, but a lot of this process is really just smoothing the clay out to cover the cardboard completely and blending it and then giving it little lines. The line texture would be with the back of a paintbrush or any kind of tool that you like what it looks like, and just scrape a lot of little lines. So here I'm still blending. I added a little door and some electricity, but I did skip over that part. But you could see that once that's all completed, you could cover the electrical and anything you don't want to see, just cover it. And around the door edges so you don't see any little gaps. And here I sort of used scissors, but it kind of gave it a cool little line like a tree. Kind of a little bit of S line. And just blended it. These cute little windows, they're half scale. I painted them pink and blue. So it kind of had a theme. I'm sure most of you recognize the theme, but this was nice. On the inside, I just made a smooth clay texture. You can see the inside, it's starting to come along, but it needs a lot more clay, a lot more blending, but the electrical's in, so I'll be able to hide the electrical. And look how it's coming along. Very, very cool. A lot of the process, every other day I'd be putting clay, waiting for it to dry. There was still little parts that I needed to complete, so careful, careful. Now it's fully dry, and I made this sort of golden color for the tree. And I was going to paint it in layers, so it will end up being brown. But this is some of those wire tree branches. I also covered them in that clay, and it dried pretty hard. The air dry clay DOS dries hard, so it's a nice firm feel to it. And you can see I'm going to blend the whole tree so it won't be black and white. And that's this nice sort of mustard. And underneath I made tree branches and sort of earth. So you'll kind of see like a dirt earth underground. And then the roots and then the tree. So it's kind of a blending. Some little stones. Those are just the clay rolled up. And look at that. We're adding another layer of color, which is a dry brush color. And that's kind of the mustardy color. But you can see I have other layers. So it kind of makes it a cool, different looking tree, more realistic, I think, than just having one color. This was more of an orangish yellow, and I just kept adding layers and hoping it looked really realistic. I think it did in the end, but definitely took a long time painting. So this technique was a few days after I wasn't happy, so I got a very watered down blackish brown, and I just like drenched it, and it really filled the cracks with the dark paint. So let that dry. And we're moving on to the grass. The grass was so much fun. It's like a train model grass, and you just put a lot of glue. I think this was Elmer's maybe, and you sprinkle it. Sprinkle a lot of grass. And this is the inside of the master bedroom all the way at the top. I'm just going to do a solid inside, solid light blue. It's kind of a Berenstain Bear look, so I thought it'd be cute. Pastels like the storybook. So that took a bit, you know, you want to be careful, fill in all the gaps and not mess up the window. And this little rug looked perfect. So the rooms are painted, and this is just so adorable. I love it. And there's a few items that I needed to add, like a couch, another little couch. These are from a dollhouse convention I think I was at. And this is one of my favorite parts. I had these tiny flowers. They were half-scale flowers. And I just put those in the flower boxes with a little bit of, I think it was wood glue or some extra strength glue. So cute. The gardening part was one of my favorite, especially because you could just layer the flowers and they look adorable. They look so realistic. This is kind of underneath. The bottom floor is kind of underground, so you could see a lot of tree branches were sculpted. And then I added a little, they're like plastic flowers. You can see there's a tiny little gnome. I don't know if you saw him. There he is. He's a little garden gnome, and we're just layering all of the bushes and flowers and making sure there's plenty of, oh, look at that. The Berenstain Bears. I think this is the perfect house for them. The colors are really happy and pastel. Everything matched just right. I had this cute little watermelon planter. I always thought it was cute, but I never knew where I was going to use it, so that was perfect. And these are some tiny little birds. I don't even remember where I got those. It must have been a Dollhouse Miniature Convention because they are so small. And finally, I think this might be a final reveal. It's so pretty. We have some nice lighting, and you can see all the levels of just grass, bushes. Wow. The little red flowers, different colored flowers. You can see the tree, just the roots going over, the rocks, the little stones. There's a little tea party at the bottom. It's so cute. With little bear mugs. There's little mugs. And then there's a bear inside. An artist made that bear. Her name is Paulette Speck, I think. And let's see what else. Another teddy bear. So first, second, third, there's 4 floors. But there's also all these little hidden compartments that you may miss. There's birds. Birds on the chandelier. We got strawberries on the side. What else do we have? The little window on the right. There's so many details. I love this piece so much. I feel like another cool one would be, oh look, this is the bunk bed, the bear. This is kind of the basement, so the kids maybe hang out there. And there's all these little stairs you could just climb up. So we go up all of these stairs, and here's the living room. There's a really pretty pink door, a lot of foliage around the edge, and little birds going all the way up the staircase. More paintings and artwork. That's the Berenstain Bears. A cute little fireplace. We go up even more stairs, and there's a loft. There's a TV. I love it. A little vanity, and the toilet is just so cute. Home sweet tree. So cute. You could see the details out the window. There's these little birds living there. Another bird, mom bird. And look inside. There's a little house. A mouse bedroom. More birds going down the stairs. A lot of detailed clay that looks like tree roots growing up the stairs, and a little honey jar. There's some cute books. Forget Their Manners. Berenstain Bears, Forget Their Manners. And oh, look, a little ticket book from Disneyland. How cute. Another family photo. I love this. Love and Sweetness activity book. And another little mouse house. You can miss these details if you don't look closely. I love the flickering fireplace. And here it is spinning around. It's so pretty. Totally love it. There is a cable, a plug at the bottom, so I just have to be careful, but it's on a rotating base, which is called a Lazy Susan. And you can see the little window. That's where the little mouse people are sleeping. We got the strawberries. I love those little strawberries. There's a couple at the bottom, and then another window. See, we didn't really see that window, but you could see the tree branches. They're all made of wire and then covered in clay, And they're just weird, random, different sizes to make the tree look really magical. And another shot showing the side. These cool little leaves are so nice. They're fuzzy. I love anything fuzzy and realistic. Oh, and the front entrance is supposed to be stairs going up, a little bench, and a doorway. And a little pot, and you can sit on that bench, but the door works. It's a half-scale door. It's so cute. You can just open it up. Our bird family. So I think there's a lot of themes I could do for another tree house. Let me know what you think. Berenstain Bears, what else? A mouse house. What other? I know there's Tarzan's tree house. What else would be a really cool? You'll have to leave me a comment because now I have to do some research. And I know everyone who leaves me a comment has probably a really good idea that I would have never thought of. So very nice. We love it. The base, it's glued to the base. You can spin it around and it is a real tree log. So that's really cool. So don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be posting all of my projects, how I made them, and hopefully we could see another tree. I just had an idea. How about we could do a Splash Mountain tree, like Zippity Doodah, Winnie the Pooh. That's another one. Anyways, here's the final tour, and let me know what you think. So cute. So many flowers. Like and subscribe and leave me a comment of what you would like to see next.